Hi everyone and welcome. First of all, a big thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for taking the time to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Today I want to look at some of the main reasons why the covert narcissist isolates their victims. It may be obvious to some, and I know I speak a lot about the covert narcissists, but it's because I believe they are very dangerous. With their insidious psychological abuse, they can destroy someone without even touching them. And by isolating their victims, it makes it hard for that person to escape the grasp of the narcissist, especially if they have no one else to turn to. The narcissist is all about control, so isolating their victims is optimal. In the times we are living in, the word isolation is used with regards to the coronavirus. People are isolating to protect themselves and others from contracting this disease. It's more of a physical thing, a physical separation. I know some people unfortunately are in isolation with a narcissist as a result of the pandemic. But if you want to know more about that and how covert narcissists cope in isolation, please see this video. Okay, isolation in the broadest sense of the word is a state of being isolated or separated from others. But it is not limited to being physically separated, because many people are prisoners to a narcissist, but they still go out to work, church, and other places. With the covert narcissist, the isolation can just be a mental and emotional one, where the victim is unable to connect with others to explain or expose the abuse they are experiencing. The manipulation, silent treatments, gaslighting, projecting, and lies can leave you in a very unstable place mentally and emotionally. And as a result, you close yourself off from others because of a lack of confidence, etc. There are extreme cases where a covert narcissist can isolate someone on all levels, meaning physically, mentally, and spiritually. But more often than not, it is limited to an enslavement of the mind, which does affect us physically and spiritually. But when we are in that mental bondage, we put up emotional barriers that keep us from getting close to others, and we end up suffering in silence, thinking we are the problem and not them. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just get into why the covert narcissists look to isolate their victims in the first place. So, some of the reasons why the covert narcissist will isolate their victims has to do with their very possessive, jealous, and controlling nature. When you enter a relationship with a narcissist or are born into one, meaning you have a narc parent, they believe they own you, that you are their possession, and that you exist to make them happy. They will be jealous of the time you spend with friends or other family members. If you are not doing something that will benefit the narcissist, it will make them angry. So if the narcissist is able to isolate you so that you have no one but them, it allows the narcissist to have almost absolute control. They would try to isolate their partners and children, but also their friends if they don't have a significant other or child to control, because the covert narcissist needs someone, even if it is just one person in their whole life, who they can control and abuse. In the early stages, when a narcissist is love bombing you and wanting to take up all your time, it is strategic. Their plan of isolating you, having you for themselves, and getting total control is their aim from the very beginning. The narcissist would infiltrate your circle of friends and sneakily turn them against you or you against them. They will blatantly lie and manipulate to create drama and friction between you and your friends and family. The narcissist wants everyone to abandon you so that when they turn on you, you will have no one to run to or no one to believe you. With the narcissistic partner in the beginning, the mask they presented, the love bombing and public displays of affection were not just for you, but for everyone around you to believe the lie and see the narcissist as an angel of light, the ideal mate, the dream partner, etc. The narcissist also isolates their victims so that they can abuse them. The covert narcissist spends most of their time impressing others, putting their best foot forward to be liked and trusted. So when they get home, they need a break. They need to offload onto someone, and it's usually their partners or their children. The covert narcissist suppresses a lot of their negative emotions when they are out in public. So when they get home, it is time for a release. They know they cannot offload on any and everyone, so they need that isolated individual or individuals who will not tell or will not be believed. The covert narcissist needs at least one victim who they can dump their negativity and emotional rubbish on without fear of exposure. So isolating a victim gives the narcissist an avenue of relief where they can release all the pent-up negative energy. It provides them with an emotional punching bag. It provides them with a prisoner that they can torture mercilessly and take pleasure in. The narcissist knows their isolated victim is lonely. They know they are hurting, but this gratifies the narcissist, knowing they are making someone suffer. In isolation, their abusive techniques are more effective, and they can convince their victims that they are the ones with the problem. They are the ones who need help. They are the crazy ones. Okay, finally, if you are isolated, cut off from friends and family, and the narcissist is ready to discard you, the narcissist can easily conjure up any lie as the reason why they broke off the relationship. The narcissist would have already turned people against you so that you will have no one. It's amazing how people who knew you for decades even would side with the narcissist. But when they desert you, another desire of the narcissist is being fulfilled. Because when the narcissist discards you, they want everyone else to do so as well. The narcissist wants everyone to abandon you. They don't want you to ever recover from the pain and abuse you had to endure. They want you to remain broken and unhappy. Please note that when a narcissist is trying to isolate someone, they will never use the word isolate. They would say that they are trying to protect them, but it is not true. They would try to convince their victims that all their control measures that they are putting in place is for their protection. The narcissist will try and convince their victim that they can't trust the people around them. They try to make their victims as paranoid as they are. Covert narcissists are slippery, slimy bastards who only protect their own interest. No one else's best interest is considered. But to conclude, covert narcissists isolate so that they can control and abuse without fear of exposure. It allows them to feed their demons and display their true evil nature. They don't isolate people to protect them and build them up. They isolate people to harm them and break them down. As always, thanks for listening, and please leave me a comment below.